Hey guys, it's your girl Amber here. I wanted to film a little update for you guys, and this one is just going to be kind of a life update. I've had a lot of stuff going on lately, so yeah, I'm going to fill you in. So you might have noticed that I didn't post anything last week, and that's mostly because life has been kind of chaotic here for the last week or two, and there's been a lot going on. And I want to make sure that the videos that I'm putting out for you guys are ones that I have the time to actually sit down and commit to instead of just kind of rushing through it for the sake of having an upload. So I didn't post anything last week. Last week I did take a very last minute trip over to London, which you may already know if you have me on Instagram. It was a super last minute thing. My husband happened to be home for a couple days, and I was joking around that I was just going to take off somewhere. And it was probably Saturday morning, and I still wasn't sure if I was actually going to do it because it's been snowing here and it was cold outside, and I really didn't actually even want to leave my house. But he said I should do it, and so by Saturday night I was on a flight over to London. I booked my hotel in the boarding line. I got there Sunday morning, and I spent the rest of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then I flew back to Canada on Wednesday, but I flew into Ottawa, spent the night there, and then flew home on Thursday, which was of course Halloween. So that kept me pretty busy while I was there because I didn't have my husband or my kids with me, and it was just me. It was really nice to be able to explore and just see all of the sites. There's so much to see there, and I was there back in February, but there is literally so much to do there that I feel like I could go over and over and over and still not ever see all of it. So this time I did some of the more touristy things like Kensington Palace, and I went to see a musical, which was amazing. I did the Churchill War Rooms, a tour of Westminster Abbey, and a few other sites. If you want to see some of the photos, they are on my Instagram, so pop on over there and make sure you follow me. So then after I got back, my littlest one was not feeling too great, and it seemed like it was just a bit of a cold. And my husband had to leave for work again, so it was just me here with all the kids, and unfortunately his illness kind of kept getting worse and worse. And so by Tuesday night we were in the ER because he was in pretty serious respiratory distress. Turns out he had croup, which is what I suspected, which is normally a pretty normal rite of passage for kids to have croup when they're little. It comes with kind of a swollen windpipe and a bit of a barking cough, and for most kids you just kind of wait it out and it lasts 2 to 3 days and then they start to get better. With my kids, apparently that's not the case. My middle son had it when he was little, and that was one of the only times I've ever called an ambulance in my life because he actually stopped breathing because the swelling aggravated his asthma and his airway actually swelled shut. And now with my littlest one, who as far as I know, he doesn't have asthma, but the swelling got quite extreme again, and we ended up having to spend some time in the ER and get some steroids and a nebulizer and get him stabilized and breathing well again. So it has been very busy here, but I do have a lot of projects that I am working on, some cool videos that are coming, but they take a little bit more time and commitment to get them out to you guys because I want them to be really awesome and worth your time to watch them. So I do apologize for not having posted. I hope that this explains a little bit about what's been going on here. If you want to stay up to date with what's going on in my life, make sure to follow me on Instagram. You'll see some of my travel photos and stuff on there. And then I promise I am working on some really cool things, so make sure you hit the red button and subscribe, and keep checking back because I do have some really cool series in the works for you and some one-off videos that I'm really excited to get up there. I just need the time to actually sit down and film them. So make sure you hit the button, subscribe, and I will be back to our regular Saturday uploads very, very soon.